to change eventually is because I want the Ryzen 5000. So I'm gonna switch to the AMD Ryzen platform. But I'm gonna chill for a little bit because those are sold out too, of course, because they came out and they were shitting all over Intel. So of course they sold out.
That's
So
where I'm at with it, dog. Because like me personally,
mm-hmm.
I have like a Ryzen 7. That's where I'm at, and I have like a RTX 2070.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's
So
where I'm at.
you still sit nice though. But you got the Ryzen 3000 or
3700.
oh yeah, yeah, you sitting pretty, man. See, that's the good thing with you is
1440p.
yeah. See, you sitting right because the 3700. The good thing is even if you wanted the 5000 series, you don't even got to change your motherboard because it's still on the AM4 platform.
No, and then plus, like whenever I purchased my PC,
Mm-hmm.
I got it with Gen 4.
Oh, okay, shit. You ready? I
With
see
the
you.
yeah, with the newest board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that way, I don't run into no issues or no problems or no shit like that.
exactly. Yeah, you ready? Yeah, my CPU is still holding strong. Um, it's just I notice I might be getting, and it might just be Destiny. Honestly, I don't really know. Destiny 2 is the only one that's like throwing it off, where it's
What
like
it's
their
doing,
performance fluctuates.
like it's lagging and stuttering a little bit, right?
So I'm getting so I have a 165 hertz monitor. So
Damn.
I have it on the adaptive sync on the one monitor, and they're both G Sync though.
Right, right.
Adaptive sync, G Sync, same thing. But so I could tell it's fluctuating though. So certain parts of Destiny are really unoptimized, and it maxes out the CPU all of a sudden. Like I'll see it because I had the resource monitor up earlier on my second monitor,
Uh huh.
and I saw it hit like 97, 97, 94, and all that was fine. And then I got to one area and it hit 99, and that's when I dropped to like 120. I stopped it from dropping below 120. And what I did with that is I OC'd it, I re-OC'd it, but I did it manually. So usually I did software OC, where I had a software that would do it, but it wasn't. They updated it. It used to take it to 5 gigahertz, but it stopped, and then they started taking it lower, and I was like, all right, that's too low. So I double checked how to do it, went in, did it manually, took it to 5 gigahertz, which stopped it now from bottlenecking as much. So now it won't drop below 120. But that drop is coming every time the CPU usage
Uh huh.
like maxes out. So the bigger way that I was able to do is make sure I don't have like a lot of crazy background processes, because obviously stuff like Google Chrome will eat up like some of that background process when I got like 30 tabs open right now. So
Yeah.
it'll eat that up.
Yeah. So like whenever you be gaming, and since you got that 3080, so like your everything be on ultra, or you just keep it on high.
No, ultra everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
ultra everything, 1440p.
Yeah, but since you had the 3080, man, that's like 4K 60, right?
Oh yeah. But I mean, I'm using it for the high refresh rate basically. So at the 1440p ultra at 160, 60 plus hertz.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it'll sit up there.
yeah, because your monitor does, like you said, 160, and mine does 144 refresh rate and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm also playing at 1440p. Just the little sweet spot. You know what I'm saying?
I like 1440p. 1440p is the sweet spot, especially on PC.
Oh yeah,
It
bro.
gives you a nice combination between performance
It
and
balances it out.
fidelity. Yep.
Oh yeah, man. Better than having like 4K 60 graphic in the frames, and all of a sudden, it's kind of like you fighting between you want graphics or you want performance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So 4K.
I've connected it. Like my 4K TV is mounted above my PC, so I have the HDMI that can run to it. So I have like one that's open. I don't leave it connected, but if I want to test something and I want to be like, oh, I want to see how this looks in 4K, I've connected it, so it's just not that big of a difference.
So is your PS5 ran to your 4K TV?
Yeah,
you have it. Yeah.
Yep.
So like how does it looks? I mean, like it look a little like, I'm pretty sure it don't look good as a monitor, right?
I mean, I've always liked my TV was always. I mean, it was always a banging ass purchase. So,
yeah.
I mean, my TV always. I feel like the TV just always pairs really well with the console. It just always has. I feel like you could be happy with either one. I would say they both look really good. It's hard to really tell because I don't usually play a game on it that is the same game. So like the only game that I really played a lot on both was I had Destiny on PS4 originally, and then when it came out on PC, I switched over, and that was a big difference. But that was more so because the refresh rate for one, because I was immediately at 100 FPS plus at that time, and then ultra settings on, and this is the big difference that a lot of people that only game on consoles never really understand. Even though consoles were doing 4K, a lot of times they weren't on it wasn't the equivalent of ultra settings. So that's why 1440p and stuff would be crazy on a PC or whatever, because the ultra settings was way higher textures,
right,
and stuff like that. So yeah, that would be a big difference, but it wasn't because of the monitor per se why it looked different. It was more so the ultra settings that made the ultra settings and the high refresh rate that made the big difference. But yeah, they both look real good.
I'm up to try that, man. I'm up to hook my PC up to the TV and see how hybrid it looks and stuff.
Yeah, it should look good, man. It's just some games it just didn't make that big of a difference for me. So that's when I knew 1440p really was that fire spot. With ultra settings, it gave that visual fidelity. It's kind of like when you've been on PC for a while, and eventually certain games don't need anti-aliasing like that, because the resolution at 1440p is already so high that sometimes, depending on the game and the engine,
exactly,
the visual fidelity, they don't need it, because anti-aliasing was just made to straighten up the jaggies. But it's if you don't got none, then you don't even need it.
Right.
And I played games like that at 1440p where I don't need it. So I was like, all right, so this is like that area. And a lot of people they said they don't know because they either went straight to 4K or they never seen. They don't understand 1440p at ultra settings versus the 4K where you don't, you're not able to have the settings on consoles. But I like both. And that's what I always tell people. I love both. But I posted something the other day, and I told on my post, I put it was a picture of my PS5 and then my 3080 box with the 3080 installed, and I was like, I got all the Xbox I'm gonna ever need.
Right. I mean, since you got all that and shit, it's no need for you to go out and get a Series X, bro. I mean,
exactly,
man, 3080, man. Damn.
Yeah, man. So I'm blessed. It hurt a little bit to spin that grip.
Yeah.
But when the opportunity popped up, man, I was like, I can't let it go.
Yeah, but I got 70. It's what, 700, right?
3070 is 500.
No, I mean the 3080 is 700.
It's 700, but the aftermarket ones are always they're always more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially from EVGA, because this is their For the Win 3 Ultra edition. So they got 5 different versions of the cards. They usually do, but their For the Win 3 Ultra they're their bin cards. So they're the ones that they know they can OC to a certain degree already, so they gonna perform even better. You know. So
So like before the PS5, so like were you gaming more on your PS4 Pro or your PC?
honestly, it's like half and half. It just depends on what was popping at the time. I go a month sometimes if I'm really in something on my PC, and I might just be PC, and then I go a month sometimes, 2 months, and my PC is always on because it's also my Plex server with my movies and all that stuff. But like as far as playing, like I get neck deep in something on my PS4 Pro and just be on it. And it was like a lot of people don't understand that like that game on PC that don't really game elsewhere. And it was just there's certain things that I like to play on consoles, and there's certain things that I like to play on my PC. Like Assassin's Creed is a real good example. Like my girlfriend, she got it with something. I forgot what we got at the time, but she got the last Assassin's Creed, and she was like, "Oh, that looks real good." You know, like it was in
Odyssey?
60
You talking about
Odyssey.
Mhm.
Yeah, so she got it for free with the graphics card. That's what it was. It came with the graphics card. We built a test bench computer in the living room with the RX 580, and it came with it. So she installed it on her account,
Uh-huh.
and with the 1080 Ti 1440p, she was getting like 68, 70 something FPS. It was beautiful, but she was like, and then she turned it off. Like she played it for like 5 minutes, and then she just turned it off, and she never went back to it. And I was like, see, it's just certain games that you just used to playing on console, and I can't. And I know you can connect the controller and do all that. I always tell people, I was like, it's just preference. I was like, I could go big picture mode and do all that stuff on PC, but like I've always played Assassin's Creed on PlayStation. I like being on the PlayStation. I like the ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? When all the homies is on, see everybody else popping trophies and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different environment. And it's like stuff like that I love on there, Gran Turismo, like you said, all the first party titles.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just way different. And it's like then there's other little quirks I got with PC, like recently the stuff with Epic entering, and like people that don't game on PC thought it was silly that people were acting that way. But because they were like, oh, it's just a different launcher, with the Epic launcher. And I was like, nah, but you don't understand. All my games are on Steam. So I don't want another launcher. I don't want to have to open that up to play that specific thing, then have a separate friends list, then have people didn't understand because like I said, they didn't game on PC. So
I can understand where you're coming from, because I just recently purchased my PC like 2 months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I added Steam and Ubisoft and I forgot the other three.
Probably the Epic and then Origin.
Yeah, the Epic Origins and that Battle. What is it called? Battle.
Battle.net.
Battle.net. Yeah,
yep.
And I'm like, man, so that means I have to find friends for like each one. I'm like, damn, bro, that's a fucking headache, though.
Yep.
So, and like when I sat down and I thought about it, it's like, majority of people is on Steam, like really and truly, is on Steam rather than, be on Ubisoft and the others, they were just named and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. I had purchased like a few games on Steam and stuff. So, since I just purchased my PC like 2 months ago, they gave me Assassin's Creed Valhalla for free.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, so I was actually, getting it in on there and stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually playing it right now, so I feel you.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like having a PC, man, I fell in love with that motherfucker, bro.
Hey, man, it's a big step.
It's just so much shit, bro. That you could do, man. I ain't lying to you. It's just so much, man.
It is, man. I always tell people, man. I always encourage people into it, but I always tell people, there's caveats to it too. I'm like, I'm not gonna be one of them PC. I've been gaming on PC for over 20 years. But I also been gaming on console, and I was like, I'm gonna be the first person to tell you everything that go there ain't gold, but it's a hell of an experience. It's a different experience, and if you take care of it, it's gonna take care of you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
like my homeboy, you know, he kind of never really get a PC because he think negative, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he always doing like, well, you know, if it breaks and stuff, you know, it'll cost me a lot of money to fix it. I'm like, dude, usually, dog, you know, PCs doesn't goes out like that, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, he's just like the negative guy, man. You know?
Yeah. The only thing I tell people, I just be like, is everything is about the initial setup. Like my girlfriend was saying the other day, because I'm gonna build a PC for one of my homies now, and she was like, "Oh, why don't he just order this one?" You know, she built the two computers we got now, so she know. And I told her, I was like, "Yeah, but look inside of it though." I was like, "What is it?" Because it looked good. You know, it had like a 10400K or something, and like a 20 RTX 2070 or whatever, and everything. Like I was like, "Oh yeah, that do look good." But I was like, "But what the motherboard look like? What that memory look like? What that,
Right. Right.
you know?" And she saw a picture from of the internal, and she was like, "Yeah, it's that little cheap bullshit board." I was like, "See, they about to fuck you over. They giving you some of these nice components, and then they cheapen out on the rest of that shit, and they profit."
And the
You
main
know?
thing, how they be getting people that doesn't know shit about computers, man. I mean, like the first thing they say, well, you know, your PC gonna have, you know, all, you know, them lights in it and all that. I'm like, man, fuck the bullshit. Tell me the specs, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying, man? The
Yeah,
power supply, man, the motherboard, and all that other stuff like that. You know, people don't use no hard drive no more, man. You know, it's all about SSDs and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
it is indeed.
Fuck them hard drives, bullshit, and all that. No, man, that shit's
I still got
overrated.
I still got one, but that's because it's a couple of games that don't benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
That I still run it on there mainly. That's just because I got a lot of shit on my PC though. Like I got I got a lot of stuff. So I still run that, and then I had a 3.5 terabyte hard drive, and then I got a 4 terabyte external. But like I say, it's just because I do so much on it. Like gaming is the priority. It is the priority of the
Damn,
machine.
bruh. I mean, like, you know, all I'm working with, man, is 1 fucking terabyte, bro. But you know, I'm gonna have to go out and get me like an external hard drive, you know, to go to my PC for more space and stuff.
Yeah, it's just I just got too much going on over time. Like I mean, like I said, I've been gaming on PC itself for over
Right.
20 years, so I got
I can imagine.
my back catalog. Hey, occasionally I might pirate some shit. You know what I'm saying? I
Hey, but like, hold up
what
now,
that?
dog. You know, on that power shit, bro. I was
Yeah,
thinking about it, but you know, it's kind of like a 50-50 chance you're taking with that virus bullshit, right?
it's just you got to know where to get it from.
Right.
I pay for a premium monthly where I get like a high speed download, and I got a couple sites that I use that I get it on. Um, whether
We'll
it's
talk later
movies,
though about that though. We'll talk later about
yeah,
that, bro.
yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah, and you know, I'm gonna have to get your, you know, your Steam, you know, so we could become friends on there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck over with a
Oh, I
couple
got
games and
you.
stuff, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I keeps it all official too. I got it all official. You know what I'm saying? I go back and forth with it. I just like to mess around with it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's like, hey, sometimes it's tight that month though, and you be like, y'all really want to play that?
Right. Hell yeah.
But if it's fire, you know what I'm saying? I always tell people like, yo, anything that's fire, I'm gonna cop it eventually.
I don't know.
Because
You
you
know,
know,
I was looking at Godfall, dog. I mean, like, you know, see, they had Godfall on PC. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, I was looking at that, but I was like, I don't know.
I heard good and bad. So obviously the reviews were bad. I
Uh-huh.
know Jay Barry and them were talking about it was good, but a lot of people like they don't. I play games. I realize I play games differently than a lot of them do. So for me, games are like longevity and quality. So it's like a priority because I'm an RPG gamer.
Right.
That's my priority. So like I can't have some shit where I'm like somebody was like, oh, it's short, but it's good. And he was like, it just don't have enough missions or whatever, but it's the long game. That right there was an automatic red flag for me. I was like, so that sounds like a game as a service. You sound like you already ran out of shit to do. the fighting might be fun, but I was like, you already butt, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't know, bro. I got too much on my plate right now for butt. Like, I was like, oh, yeah. You know, I was like, I could be playing fire, or I could be a butt, and I'm like, nah, fire first, other shit later.
Right.
So it looked good though. It does look really good. I was gonna pick it up on PS5, but another homie did. But I was just like, I just got too much to play still. Like, I got so much shit in my backlog, bro. Like, I be jealous sometimes of some of the people that just played literally the most popular thing, because I wouldn't have so much to play. But I was like, I still got to beat God of War. I played it, but I got to beat it. Mm-hmm. And that was mainly because my girlfriend, she ran through it. She stayed up for 2 days straight playing it, and she beat it. She went hard. That's how I knew it was fire. So I watched her play quite a bit of that, and then we both platinum The Last of Us 2. So played that. I mean, I beat Spider-Man, but I still wanted the plat, but I hadn't got it back around to that.
Yeah.
And then, shoot, man. Then AC Valhalla came out, of course. I had to pick something up with the PS5. And then I picked up Miles Morales, so I got that too. And then my nieces and nephews want me to play Fortnite with them, so I'll be playing that shit with them on the PC sometimes. So that's a little bit of time. Yeah, man. It just, you never know. And then on top of that, my backlog is about 45 deep, and that's just I tell people that's the must-play backlog. Those that are like games of the generation, or like games that I really, 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 I gotta play that. And that's what that is. Then there's the rest of the games. So the backlog is bigger than that. What's going on?
Just hearing y'all talk.
Yeah.
But you know what's so
man,
cool, bro?
Crazy. What's that?
Like whenever you have like a wife or your girlfriend, she's a gamer, bro. I mean, that's tight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I love it, bro.
Yeah, man, that's tight, bro. I mean, like, like Blue, y'all can link up, co-op on certain games and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit tight, man.
Yeah. She just went with me and got the camera for the PS5 the other day, and it was like she was asking me like, what's some stuff we could play together? And she wanted to play some co-op or whatever. So I was telling her some stuff we could play co-op and shit. So yeah, we be into it. You know what I'm saying? We be kicking it. She got a PC too, so we be on that, playing on Steam. So we just, man, I be all over the place. That's why I be telling people sometimes. I'd be like, man, you could, if you went by one thing, like my PlayStation is my baby. You know what I'm saying? I've been PlayStation since day one.
Yeah.
So I've been on that too. Here. So that's my thing. So you will see a lot of what I do on there. But I was like, if you wanted a measure of the games that I played, it's like impossible, because like I was like, for the last couple days, I've been playing my 3DS. I was playing my 3DS in between. We went to the mother-in-law house and all that. You know what I'm saying? I was playing my 3DS. I was playing a game on there that I hadn't finished. Mm-hmm. And like, there ain't no way to track that. Yeah, see that too. In my Switch, I got like 8 games. I still gotta be on that. Like, and I don't even got a lot of Switch games. Like, that's what's crazy.
I got 2. I got that Zelda, and I finally just got that Mario Odyssey about almost a month ago, bro. For my Switch.
I can't even play it, man. I took it back.
Why?
Mario Odyssey it's for me though. 'Cause I knew better. I really got it for her so she could play it, and it's not because it's a bad game. I'll explain. So I'm not I don't really like platformers like that. And I kind of grew out of Mario in that regard, as far as like the platforming aspect.
Oh, understand.
So I just tend to get bored with. They just don't have enough depth for me, as far as like the intricate systems that are usually in RPGs, and I like strategy and stuff like that. That's like more my wheelhouse. That and like driving games. So I just kind of fell out of it. That's why I say, but it's rare though, and I won't say I give it up completely. But I know myself, and I knew that's how I was gonna feel. And I played it for like 2 hours, and I was like, bro, I'm so bored. I just took it back to the store, and I traded it in for like $45. I was like, yo, I just get rid of it. Yeah. But it was a good game, though. It was a good game. But occasionally, sometimes a platformer does come along, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this is dope. Yeah. And the Ratchet and Clank remake that they did, that was flame. Like, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Playing it on PS4 Pro was like playing a Pixar film, bro. Like, I was like, this looks insane on my TV. Like, what is this? Like, that's the difference when I always tell people, I'm like, I got it on PC. You know what I'm saying? I got, a lot of times I got the highest end shit you could get. But the motherfuckers that work at PlayStation, bro, when they on one, they on one. Like, they be coming out with some stuff out of left field. Like, for me to like some shit I normally wouldn't even like, like, that's when you know you want something. And that was amazing. And most recently, the game that comes with your PS5, the Astro's Playroom. I know y'all done seen, both of y'all done probably seen people talk about it on Twitter and all that. Bro, that game paired with the DualSense controller and all that, bro, that joint is crazy. I let the neighbor come over and try it. He don't even play games. He looked like a whole ass kid in my living room. Oh my god, what is this? And I was like, yeah, I told you, nigga. I was like, because it was fire, bro. It's a whole experience, bro. It's crazy. It's like, it really is like some gaming to the next level shit, bro. Like, feeling the controller fight you back when you go to blast off in the rocket ship and shit, and you can feel the vibration and the force in the controller as you know you take off in the spaceship, and you know what I'm saying, and you throttling the left and the right stick for the proper amount of force. And I was just like, yo, this shit is crazy. The DualSense is really about that business. So yeah, it's the PS5 has been phenomenal, man. The load times, everything, just the experience. I had a crash. I had one when I first loaded up Miles Morales. It froze on me.
Yeah, it
just froze. Yeah, I just restarted it, and it's been flawless ever since then. I've been cautious on Valhalla because I heard some people were having issues with corrupt saves, which isn't like a PS5 thing. It's been Valhalla in general. People have had the issue on Xbox, PC, so on and so forth, everything. So I did the RPG gamer thing, and I got 5-6 saves. You know what I'm saying? So one get corrupted, no big deal. But yeah, man, it's been great, man. I've been having an absolute blast with it since I got it. I'm working from home too, so it's hard to sit here, and I'm doing training, which is extra boring right now. So I'll be sitting next to it, like in the room, and I'm like, oh man, like all I want to do is turn it on while I'm supposed to be training and just start playing it. I'll be like, yo, this is not the time to be at the house.
Hey, bro, I just sent your friend request, bro.
I got you. I just accepted it. I sent the friend code. I put it in chat for Steam. You can put it in your Steam when you go to add a friend, and it'll find me directly if you put that code in there.
One more. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yes, indeed.
You still over there getting it in?
Oh,
yep.
You talking to right?
Yeah, right. I know he was knee deep over there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but Ray trying to get that platinum, man.
That platinum. I feel you, man. That was worthy, man. It was worthy. I probably honestly never play that shit again. Because that story pissed me all the way the fuck off, and I ain't gonna ruin nothing because I know you played it. But but it was worth the platinum, bro. It was an amazing experience, bro. I love it. I love that game. Matter of fact, me and her got the platinum. So, and it's the original Last of Us is her favorite game of all time. So we thoroughly enjoyed that.
That's all that matters, bro. You know, that's all that matters. That y'all had fun and y'all enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, it was worth every penny, man. I'm glad I even got her a little Ellie plushie. She looked mad as fuck. But it's sitting on the couch right now. I'm like, why she look so mad though? And I was like, when I played the game, I was like, all right, well, I guess she just mad all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because for Last of Us, dude, I'm like halfway, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through with the guide the first time because I knew there was a lot of collectibles, and I was like, if I don't get the collectibles the first time, I'm not gonna feel like doing it later.
Yeah.
I know myself. I'm just like, so I did that, and then I just went through and cleaned up for the weapon trophies where you gotta upgrade all the way or whatever. And then as soon as I got it, I shot like a couple more zombies. I turned it off, and I was like, there we go, platinum, baby, good to go. I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. Shit, man. That's some good ass games, though, man. Good fucking games.
I had to pay $180 something for the collector's edition. I better platinum this game.
Woo! Yeah, man, you got to get that.
Oh yeah, but Rap been breaking bread lately, man. Rap been spending a lot of money on them video games, man. Hey, but like me personally, bro. Look, man. Since I'm getting the PS5, bro, right now I'm not buying any more PS4 games, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I bought the last of that.
Yeah, man, I'm not buying any more of the PS4 games, man, because my backlog is fucking crazy right now, man. I'm buying, but not completing them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just play, the games, what I have now, dog, because I'm moving on to PS5.
Oh yeah.
So I ain't gonna be buying all the no more games for the PS4 at all as we speak.
Let me have one.
What was my last one? I think it was gonna be Ghost of Tsushima, but I bought one more, and I can't remember what it was right now. And I told him, I was like, yeah, Ghost probably gonna be my last one, and then something came out of left field that I forgot about, and I bought that. But I can't remember what it was right now.